Hello everyone. In this lecture series, we learn about Python programming. So in the part 1, today we see that how to run a Python code and basic syntax. We assume that you have no experience about Python programming, and we also see that how to run the Python code offline and online. So running the Python code. So there are two options are there. One is the offline where you need to download the Python in your system and run it. So you can download the Python from this one on python.org, another, and the finally Anaconda. When you click on the Anaconda site, you find out this type of see the downloading. So this is the Windows, Mac, and Linux downloading. So once you download this Anaconda, you find out this type of navigator. So here these two IDs are there. One is the PyCharm and other one is the Spider. Both are suitable for running the Python program. So when you click on the Spider, you find out this type of the window. So here I have written the first line of the Python program, print hello I am. So once you write here the program, whatever the Python code is there, and run it, you can find out the result at this window. So this is the output here, and here you can write the program. You can write the program and you can click on the save and save this program with some location where you want to save this program. Another ID is PyCharm. This is like this one type of window. Here once you install this one, open the PyCharm, you can find out this type of window where print and the command, and once you write it here, you click it here and find out the result at the bottom. This is your result. The another way is that online. So online, Google Colabs provides a very good platform for running the Python code online. So in this most of these lectures we will use the online tools. So when you want online Google Colabs, you go here and in this URL you find out this one. Click on the new notebook at this position and here a new notebook comes into the picture. Now I type the code is here. Say for example, if I am writing the first line of the Python, so Python hello, and for the compilation purpose, once you click it here, so this is your output. Now programs execute successfully and executed successfully, and you can see your output. So this is the way that how we can run the Python program online. So Python code online. Now we can see some basics about that. What is the Python? So Python is a interpreted language. It is not a compiled language. So there are two type of the languages. One is the interpreted language and other one is the compiled language. Interpreted language which directly run on the computer without the need of separate compilation steps. So they are not generate any machine code. So whatever your program is there, they directly run it without any compiler, without generate the machine code. The positive point is easy to learn because the source code can directly run and easy to handle the errors and other things. But the negative point is that it can be slowed as compared to the compiled language because the execution of the code is on fly and there is no pre-compiled machine code is exist. Now we come to the part 1. This is our today's objectives. So in the part 1 we see the Python basic syntax. So these are the Python basic syntax. We will see one by one. The first thing is that Python is the case sensitive language. That means if you have some keywords, if you are using the capital letter in place of the small letter, it gives some errors. So this is the case sensitive. Another is that if the second syntax is that if you write something and you want to do some comments or ignore that one by the interpreter, you can use hash symbol here. So if you write the hash and whatever you are writing, that is not the part of your uh, interpreter. So once you write this program, say for example I just copy this program, so whenever I want to write a new program or I want to run a new commands, so I just click it here plus code and they show like this one and we can type it here and we see the result. So here this line will be executed, but this line is not executed. Why? Because here we use the hash command. So this is syntax of Python. Now we can go the quotation. So there are three type of the quotation. One is the single quote, double quote, and triple quote. So if you have any string, you can use the single quote or the double quote, both working the similar and the same fashion. So assume that this is my program. There are two messages, message 1 and message 2. I can add one more line it here and like this one. And when you compile it here, so message 1 hello world, message 2 single quote, double quote, both answer are the same. So What we are doing, message 1 is a variable and this is a string. We write a string inside the quote so that the system does not have any error, or the single quote or the double quote, and message 1 and message 2 display the messages here. But sometimes what's happened that you have the multi-line strings, not in a single line, because the string is too long, so you have the multi-line string. So in that case we need a triple quote, not a single quote or the double quote. So if I'm copying it here and run it there, so I can see that yes, message 1 and message 2. So you can see that either we can use the 3 triple quote, single quote, or we can use the 3 double quote. The result is the same. So here hello world, there are 2 lines, so multi lines, it executes successfully, there is no error. But if I'm using the single quote or the double quote, then definitely they have some errors like this one. So this red color indicate the error in Google Colab. So it shows that some error is there. Why? Because we are not using the correct syntax here. So this is the way that how we can that quote something that either string or the lines. And the other one is the reserved words. So Python has the reserved word. That means these are not allowed to use as a variable name, function name, or any identifiers. So and as all these are the reserved word, true, false. So these are the reserved word. If we use this reserved word as a variable, it shows some error. So assume that I have this program. So true is the reserved word, and we go to the Google Colab once again. So every time we go here and run the program here, so like this one and hello. Okay, so because true is a reserved word for one value, true values, and false is the reserved word for zero values. So I equals to 1 if I true है तो print करेगा. That means I equals to 1. If I equals to 1, then this is a correct condition. Condition is the correct, then they show some value, the result hello. Now if I am using uh, small t here, then it shows some error. Why? Because this is a case sensitive. So whatever the keywords we are using, that is also case sensitive. So if it's a keyword, that's why, that is, if I am using the capital I, it shows some error. So this red color line indicate the errors in the code. So this is the way that how we can use the keywords, and of course the case sensitiveness is there. Now identification in the Python. So if you have some block of the code, so if you have some block of the code, how we can clip all these together. So in the C language, such we use the braces, but here there is no braces. So what option is there? We can use some space. So the 4 space or 2 tab indicates that okay, these all are in a one block. Why? Because here we have given the space, and this space is the 2 tab space or the 4 space total. So all this whatever the code is inside this one, that is the part of the if block sort of thing. So I just copied it here, and we try to run it, we can see that like this. So this is, and x is print, x is positive, this and this, because I is 10, I is greater than 0, condition is true. That's why these two sentence comes into the picture, and this is not the part of this. So this is the outside that one. Assume that if I is greater than 20, and if I'm running this one, so in that case you can see that the last one is the result only. Why? Because only these two part is that block, whatever we are writing, that is only there. What space is there? Suppose first I delete all these. Now this is the 1 tab and 2 tab. Okay. So here we can do the same thing, 1 tab and 2 tab. So these are the 2 tab space is there. Once you run it, you can find out your result, whatever the result is there. So either 4 space or 2 tab. So if tab is not working, then 1 space, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 space and 2 tab. When the correct is there, there is no red line. If red line is indicate, it indicates that there is some errors are there. Now let me go to the another. So multi-line statements. So whatever statement we have seen only the single line. Assume that the it is too long statement and we need to break that statement. We can use the multi-line statement operation. So here the at the end of the line you can use the hash line. So it indicates that yes, line breaking is there and code can easily understand. So let we can see that. So another way is in the parenthesis, the braces or the brackets. So let we copy and paste it. So this is a too long, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if I want to break this, 1, 2 is the line 1 and 3, 4 in the line 2. I need to start the braces and or the ending of the braces. This is the one method. Another method is that I just break it and use this hash word here at the end of the line, so they automatically understand, okay, this is the line break and go to that one. There is no error is there. So here I indicate the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. J is also the 1 2 3 4 sum. Why? Because it is the part of, because of this parenthesis, and K is also the 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 because this is the break line. Once I do it and run it, I, J and K, all three are the same, so it's work perfectly. So this is the way that how we can break the line and multi-line statement. And multiple statement grouping. So previously, earlier we have seen that like this one, where we have some group is making. So we use the if condition. If, when you give the space, so all these code are the part of a group like this one. So similar as the if, for loop also have the option, and while loop also has the option where we can group all these codes. So if loop, we already seen that. Now how for loop is working, let we can go and try to run the code. This one. So for I in range 5, that means I starting from the initial values and up to the range 5, print the value of I. So it indicates the value of I, and whatever the value of I, it shows that. So value of I starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So because the range is up to the 5, so first value, second value, third value, fourth value and fifth value, finally print the done. So this is the multiple statements groups. So we merge all these statements together. Similar as if I'm going the while loop, so while I equals to 0, condition is true. So there are three codes are there, we can group together and run it. So print value of I, then whatever the I value is there, they will print and increase the I value. So I start from the 0, print the 0, increase the I, now I equals to 1, still I is less than 5, so go print again and again till the I is less than equals to 5. I copy it here and try to run the code. Let's see what's happened. So this is the output. I is less than 5, print value of I, value of I, the I value, I equals to right now the 0, so 0, now increase the I, then go to the check the condition, condition is still true, then once again the 1 2 3, now 4 plus 1 5, condition is false, then it will give the answer is that stop the loop. So this is the way that how we can multiple statement groups together in Python language. So this is all about the Python syntax. Now in the next lecture we will see that variables type in the Python